Welcome to another Petersburg By Night revamped production. The following is rated for mature audiences and may contain graphic themes that will be distressing to some viewers. As always, we recommend you ensure the safety and well-being of yourself and those around you at all times. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the St. Pete by Night YouTube channel, where we play St. Petersburg by Night, a massive multiplayer tabletop role-playing game set in the world of darkness. We play Vampire the Masquerade, Hunter the Reckoning, and Werewolf the Apocalypse. My name is Nikki, also known as Crafty Mirage, and you can find me on all social media at Crafty Mirage, and I am one of the storytellers here at St. Pete by Night. Make sure to check out St. Pete by Night on all major social media platforms. We're on Twitter, we're on TikTok, we're on Instagram, and we're on Twitch. But you should check us out on our website, stpetebynight.com, where we have our city map, storyteller profile, threat meter, and links to all of our podcast episodes. If you aren't already a subscriber here on YouTube, you should go ahead and hit that follow button and catch up on our past episodes. And if you're interested in playing with us, come and join our Discord server and be a part of our amazing community, where we have multiple one-shots going on throughout the month, and we have several table opportunities incoming. Today we are playing Mementos, one of the chronicles here on St. Pete by Night. Let's introduce our players.
Hello, I'm Lilith, and I play the seriously stressed out right now Lasombra Leaf.
Hi, I'm Wex. I play Emmerich Vale, our newly discovered power walker enthusiast, maybe? I don't know. But he's a Tremere, and yeah.
Hello, I'm Ro. I play Sean Allen, the nerdy Nosferatu with an itchy trigger finger.
Hi, I am Panchi, and I play the other nerdy Nosferatu that has a stealth penchant.
Hey, I'm Alicia, and I play Parker, your friendly neighborhood brewhog who's ready to crack some skulls.
That's not very friendly of you.
In our last session, we ended on a cliffhanger. The Coterie had tracked down Aisha to Clearwater, to the area right around the Clearwater Chantry, after discovering that she had made a copy of a program called Shattered Pyramid. Through some investigation of data entry and coding, Wally learned that Shattered Pyramid and the virus that attacked the flash drive that Aisha gave him had a very similar foundational source code. basically making one or the other a copy of. Basically, one came from the other. Which one was later determined by speaking with Carmen, who explained that Marius was made by the previous Tremere Primogen in regards to helping have a failsafe in case they needed one, and that Aisha somehow managed to get a hold of it during the robbery of Isabel's vault, the night she succumbed to the beckoning. They learned that if Aisha was going to Clearwater with the virus and the source code of Shattered Pyramid, she was likely going to try to take down all the firewalls of any kindred-related business in the city, which used Shattered Pyramid to protect their data. It was something that they could not afford to let happen. So the Coterie quickly traveled to Clearwater and intercepted a group of Scientologists who were moving in a pack towards the church, and were quickly stopped, and a flash drive fished out of one of their pockets. Wally and Sean went ahead to a Presbyterian church that was, strangely enough, right across the street from the Church of Scientology, and entered stealthily under Obfuscate to find Aisha standing behind the altar with her eyes closed and seemingly in a trance of some sort. Sean went and pulled out his gun and fired at her just as she opened her eyes. And that is where we left off. Sean, you watch her eyes open and the soft gasp leave her lips as you break out of Obfuscate to fire your pistol. It's almost like things are moving in slow motion. She looks like she's shocked to see you there, as if you managed to evade her supernatural gaze, whatever supernatural gaze she has. She seems surprised at something else, though you can't pinpoint it, but you see the bullet traveling quickly in her direction, and you know it's going to hit its mark. What's going through your mind as you, in this frozen moment in time, where the bullet is traveling slowly towards Aisha?
Basically, just, make this quick and clean and get the job done. Like, quick and clean. Doesn't want to give her a chance to react.
You blink.
Just like... Mm-hmm.
You blink and time speeds up again, and the bullet hits her square in the shoulder, and she falls back behind the altar, taking 4 points of superficial damage. Wally and Sean, what would you like to do? Declare your actions.
Well, I am going to try to get back there and try to quickly apprehend her. Hopefully, Wally can either assist or go get the backup.
And Wally, what is your intention?
I am dropping my obfuscate and calling Amrek in desperation because I am not useful on detaining people, but I am keeping an eye out for her and actually looking around if she's alone.
All right.
Do we have company?
So Sean, go ahead and give me a Dex and Athletics, and Wally, go ahead and give me a Wits and Awareness.
Can I blitz surge?
You may.
Oh, that was dangerous. Nice.
Yeah, it's probably not a good idea if I blood surge.
I mean, that's debatable.
Fun idea, debatable idea. I mean, it's questionable.
It's an idea. It's an idea.
It's an idea. That's an accurate statement.
Okay, it was a 4.
You got 4 successes?
Yes, to perceive.
Okay, and what did you get, Sean?
I got a messy crit. 5 successes with messy crit.
Okay. So, Sean, you move fairly quickly behind towards the altar, and when you go to stand back, basically you have your pistol pointed to have basically pointed at her as soon as you walk around it, you see nothing there. She seems to be missing. And your Nosferatu clan compulsion kicks in of learning information, needing to find out secrets. You need to know where she went. Where did she go? Your sole focus now is to find her location. That is the secret you need to crack. Wally, as you look around the room, it does not appear that there is anyone else in the room with you.
Where did she go then?
I don't know. That's for you guys to determine. But
She
do
has obfuscate.
but you do manage to get a call out to Emmerich as you're looking around.
Do you want me to roleplay that call?
Yeah, for sure. Go for it. Emmerich, you hear your phone ring, you feel your phone vibrate in your pocket.
For the record, I did hear the gunshots.
No,
so
you did
empty.
not, because
Silence of
Sean
death,
has
motherfucker.
silence of death.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I totally forgot about that. I'm going to answer the phone. What's going on? You find her?
Yes, and Sean shot her. I don't know where she is.
Sean-
Okay.
Quick.
Sean, you can
On
hear
the
the Sean, you can hear the conversation as Wally speaking over the phone.
Can Leaf also hear the conversation with her heightened senses?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
She was here, I shot her, now she's gone. I need to know where the fuck she went off to, and he's just gonna start searching like wild.
You're gonna wildly search. All right. I
Yeah,
would like
like
you
every-
to give me a wits and investigation. Actually, since you're wildly searching, it's going to be more of a dexterity and wits and investigation. Yeah, wits and investigation.
And as far as my
Can I assist with that?
Yes, you can.
Maybe take over the thing or roll separately.
I think that Sean. Actually, no, because Sean is in a compulsion. I don't think he can accept help actions at this present time. But you can conduct your own wits and investigation roll.
I'll be doing that. Can I blood search for it?
Curious though is what if the check is lower than my hunger?
If the check is lower than your hunger, then it is all hunger dice that you roll.
Lord have mercy.
They're all messy crits. They're all messy crits.
So while you guys are rolling, Parker, Emmerich, and Leaf, what are you doing?
I am already running back to the church. It was
And-
just as a shadow, just shadowing it out.
What are you doing, Emmerich?
I would kind of gesture to both Lanny as well as Parker and be like, she's in there. Let's get her. They got her. They shot her. They lost her. And he's saying this as he's starting to like speed walk away. And then like as soon as he finishes, he's going to start running.
Parker, what are you doing?
Hearing that, Parker would be running towards the building.
You're putting a little bit of celerity boost in your step. It's not for any actual effect, but for just thematic.
Yeah, she definitely maybe a little bit faster than she should be.
All right. So Emmerich, you see Parker just like zip past you. It's not supernatural speed yet by any capacity, but she is very quick as she goes past you, and actually she surpasses Leaf as well in the sprint to the
But does she pass Lanny is the real question.
Yes, she passes Lanny. That is a Bruja, sir. She will surpass all of you. She has celerity.
I mean, fair. Lanny only has like a dex to athletics pool of like 8 dice. It's fine.
She got a little pep at her step. But yeah, Parker, you get to the church first, and you're able to open the doors if you choose to.
Yeah, she would open the doors and go in.
All right. Wally and Sean, what did you guys get on your results? Starting with Sean.
I got 2 successes.
Okay. And Wally, what did you get?
Here's why I asked to do things separately. I was a 7 with a crit.
7 with a crit. Okay, so Sean, you don't seem to find anything. You're kind of like moving objects. You're searching in various locations. Wally, you go in to assist as well, and you notice something that Sean must have missed. You can see that there is a little pool of blood that there was a drop of blood that when you first looked and that spot wasn't there. But then when you looked back to scan again, it was.
So something is dripping on the floor?
Blood is dripping on the floor.
Blood is actively dripping on the floor.
There was, like, where you looked initially, there was, like, behind the altar where you looked initially, like, you were scanning the floor, you were making an investigation, you were glancing around, checking under things. You happened to glance at a part of the floor and didn't think much of it because there was nothing there. But then when you glanced back in another, when you were turning back, you noticed that there was a drop of blood on the floor that was not there prior.
Cool. In the altar, do we have a cloth or anything?
There is a white cloth on the altar.
I am going to try and put her under the blanket and make a ghost.
Okay. So go ahead and give me a Dex and Athletics to do so.
Oh God, God have mercy. Can I really blood search for this? Because
Yes, you can.
I need dices for this.
How hungry are you?
Yeah, how hungry are
I am
you?
tree hungry, and
Okay.
my guys have been very merciful to me
All right.
in this session.
Okay. So go ahead and roll that.
Athletics and Dex.
Yes.
Oh, it's going to be only Dex because there's no athletics on this. It's a 2.
It's a 2. Okay. So Parker, Emmerich, and Leaf, you guys enter the building just as you see Wally pull, like, very rapidly, as if, like, he was trying to, like, do that move where you try to pull the fabric out from under a filled glass of wine on a table. Very quickly, like, pulling the white fabric off the altar. And you all watch, including you, Sean, you all watch as it gets caught on something that isn't there and immediately knocks Aisha out of Obfuscate via collision.
Bingo. You cannot obfuscate.
You didn't cover her. I will say that you didn't cover her. You basically like smacked her with the sheet.
It did what it was supposed to do.
Yes, it did knock her out of She is visible now. You did smack her with the sheet and knock her out of Obfuscate.
And call her surprise.
When I get a chance, I will try to tackle her.
All right, give me.
I have a question.
Yes, question.
Is she within range of me throwing a knife at her?
She's behind she has cover, so it would be an increased difficulty.
Okay. I'm still gonna do it, and I think Lanny's gonna probably take a shot.
So multiple things are happening. So
Yes.
Aisha is currently unobfuscated. She is standing behind the altar. She has partial cover. Leaf, what is your action?
I am actually going to grab out a knife as well, and I'm going to soaring leap.
Okay. Soaring
jump.
leap.
I still have not deactivated my shadow cloak,
Okay.
so I'm just going to leap across the shadows and then attempt to
Soaring leap. Let me check soaring leap real quick. That is a potence ability, correct?
Yes. I
All
actually
right.
just got it up.
All right.
Let me could
Where
have
is
used Soaring Leap for that.
For what?
You know, I'm imagining tackling her to the ground, but not. That doesn't work.
No, let's see.
To get all the way across
Yeah.
close as I can.
How am
Just
I
to jump over
passing?
everything.
Oh, it's because that was Protean. That's why I'm skipping over it. That makes sense. I kept skipping the page. All right, potent soaring leap. Okay, the user can jump a number of meters equal to 3 times their potence level vertically and 5 times their potence level horizontally. So how many dots in potence do you have?
I have 1 dot, so I can jump 5 meters, which is a pretty good distance.
Yeah, 5 meters in feet because I am American.
I have no idea.
45-ish feet, 50.
45 feet. Okay, that I would say that is enough. I've seen that church. It's not that big, so I would say that is enough to get across. Emmerich, what is your intention?
I'm going to take the knife out of my bag and throw it at the ghosty, the unobfuscated Toreador who just came out of obfuscate.
All right.
Yes.
Give me a dex and athletics to throw the knife.
And can I blood surge that one?
Yes, you may. Sean, you are going to be tackling her, so it is a strength and brawl.
Yeah, I was gonna see if prowess would help.
Prowess. That's the second dot ability?
Yes.
Okay, one moment. I closed the book. I was on potence and I closed the book. I shouldn't have done that.
It says, when activated, add the potence rating of the user to their unarmed damage value as well as to feats of strength, and have their potence rating rounded up to their melee damage.
All right, so let's see, prowess. So go ahead and give me your rouse check for prowess.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
Yeah.
Can I willpower?
Yeah.
Well, that didn't cut.
Are you got 5 hunger now?
Yep.
All right, this is gonna get fun, guys. You have not frenzied yet. You are now at 5 hunger though. So go ahead and give
Strength
me
and brawl?
Yeah, strength and brawl, and you can add your potence rating to it. Wally.
Sean doesn't notice that 1 drop of blood.
It's not enough. It's 1 drop of blood. Wally, what is your intention? Other than having a funky jam in the background.
I am so sorry about
You're
that.
fine.
Also,
Wally got a text at the moment.
I want to do is sort of position me that even if I have no strength, she still has to go around my body.
So basically, you're putting yourself between the door and her.
Yes.
Okay, you can do that. Go ahead.
I think that's what I am going to do because I don't think I can do much.
All right, so you're basically just
I don't know
standing.
if that counts as an assist.
Basically, it's going to increase her difficulty to escape if she tries to get out through the door.
Cool beans.
All right, so Parker, what is your intention?
So we've already got people up close and a knife going, so Parker, I think, for the moment, is just guarding the door.
So you're going to guard the door as well?
How many doors are we
Ready.
talking about?
There's only one. There's one door going that leaves the building, and then looks like there's a hall that goes into what it looks like appears to be restrooms for the church.
Yeah, I don't want her to leave the room, so I think I'm gonna grab the hallway to the bathrooms, and Parker can stay at the door.
Okay. All right.
How Lanny reacts to the situation?
I feel like Lanny, knowing that this is a kindred fight, would try to keep some distance because she is fragile comparatively to the rest of you. So she is going to just hold back by Wally probably, since she knows that he's not the strongest, and offer suppressing fire.
Okay, so she's gonna take a shot too, or no?
Yes, she's going to take a shot with her gun, which is going to be a composure and firearms.
Sounds good.
All right.
I got 8 successes without a crit on my knife throwing.
Leaf, I read that. I just read that a soaring leap is not a full action. So what do you want to do as soon as you are up front?
Oh shit! It's not okay.
I don't
sweet.
think it is. Unless I misread.
Yeah.
No, it's a free. It's not a It doesn't cost anything or anything. It's not a full action,
Fuck
so
yeah. Yeah, I am. While Sean is going in for the tackle, I am going to stab in the other shoulder, in a way that will make it just go limp, unusable, and I will help take her down to the ground with the force of my attack.
All right.
If it works.
Go ahead and give me a dexterity and melee, since you're using a knife. And then we're gonna go backwards, starting with Sean. Sean, how many successes did you get?
6. I used a willpower to re-roll, so I got 6.
All right. Emmerich, what did you get?
8, no crit. Lanny got 3.
Lanny got 3. Lanny missed. There's a lot going on, and she was afraid of hitting you guys, so she missed.
Fair.
Yeah, she didn't want to hit you guys and potentially injure you.
Except for maybe Leaf, but...
Leaf is useful in this moment. She's not going to shoot Leaf.
Fair enough.
And you got 8. All right, so you, so let me real quick just check one thing about...
I got 4 successes.
4 successes. All right, she does have this, so I'm gonna make a roll for her very quickly. She's not the best at this, but she's going to try. Okay, the application did not respond, so I'm gonna have to use dice because the dice bot does not like me right now. Alright, 3. Not a lot of dice. Okay, so I actually think I gave her one more than I needed to, so I'll take that success out. Alright, so Lanny missed. Sean and Leaf. So Leaf, how many did you get again?
I got 4 successes.
All right. So Leaf, you feel your knife penetrate her arm and slice her a little bit, but not like dig in as you do one superficial damage to her, but it's enough to make her like quickly like look your way, like turn and completely miss dodging Sean as he tackles her and takes her to the ground. And Emmerich, as she's going down, your knife does lodge into her back. Like, it looked like it was going to, it wasn't going to hit at first, but Sean tackling her does help because it went a little low towards the end there as it was arcing down, and embeds itself into her back, doing, let's see, 8, and she got this, 3 superficial damage. She is now in ag territory. So as you take her down, you hear her quickly say, "Stop. I want terms."
Leaf does not stop. Leaf would not stop in this. So just stating my intention now, Leaf is gonna go in for a stake next, for sure.
All right, that is a called shot. She is being restrained. It's going to be a strength and melee.
Okay. Do I get any advantage because she's being restrained?
You do not. You do not. It just lowers. It just makes the difficulty 1.
Okay. I'm gonna blood surge. I do get hungrier. I'm at 4 hunger now.
Okay.
Damn it. Again with just the 4 successes.
4 successes. So you go to stake her, but you don't quite hit the heart. You're still, like, she's struggling a little bit, squirming. You're having to work around Sean as well. And she, you just managed to, like, hit her shoulder again and not get deep enough in there. And you hear her give a little hiss of pain, and she speaks up again. If y'all torpor me, you ain't never gonna find out where that fucking virus is.
Then you better answer now before we follow through with it.
Either we talk terms, or it's getting released. You think I was stupid enough to bring it with me?
Yes, I do.
I wasn't. So I suggest that we speak and discuss terms.
I mean, you're already speaking. If you care to elaborate, then.
I will be. You will, if you'll turn. I've got no disillusions that I ain't being turned in. But I will not be turned in under torpor.
I mean, cooperation is always easy if you have that already in mind. So I don't see the harm on hearing you out. If you would like to remain between the arms of my strong companion.
She is giving a grimace at, like, she glances at Sean over her shoulder a little, like, because she looks at Sean a little bit and quickly looks away, and grimaces slightly.
Grip.
Yeah, and grimaces slightly. And just, like, bares her teeth a little bit, like she speaks through gritted teeth as she speaks right now because she just realized who is holding her.
So, terms, if you are okay with turning yourselves in, I would say restraints, probably a gag of some sort. I don't want you talking your way out of this. And you give us the location of this virus and specifically what you've done or what you've prepared. That's my idea. If anyone else has any other additional terms, go ahead. But that's what I think is the reasonable approach.
She pauses she pauses, she's quiet now, and you can see her thinking, as if she's basically replaying what you've said to her, Emmerich, and is mulling it over in the moment.
Wait,
I'll tell you
what. You get any more choices.
I'll sweeten the deal just because I want to be done with this, and I want everyone to walk away as happy as they can be. Obviously, your situation's not great, so here's what I'll do. Assuming you cooperate, the problems upon turning you into Carmine. Assuming all that goes well, I will even advocate on your behalf for leniency.
Leaf will whip her head around at Emmerich and just glare at him like, what the fuck are you on about?
He's gonna completely ignore Leaf, doesn't even care.
I assume you've got Vera. Oh, I assume you already have Vera and Charlotte.
We do.
You're the
Does
Tremere,
somebody
right?
want to pat her down?
You can feel like I'll say that Sean, you've got a firm grip on her. She's not getting loose.
Yeah, it's just like somebody want to pat her down though, and make sure she doesn't have anything on her.
I mean, yeah, I can
go ahead and give me a Dex and Larceny.
Oh, okay, yeah, I can definitely do that for you.
There are so many potential roles for a pat down.
Yeah. I like Dex and Larceny personally because you can go through pockets, and it's a little like it's implying that you're doing it so deftly that they can't feel it. Yeah. And that one feels just more polite to me for some reason.
Fair enough.
As someone who's been at the end of a little too feely TSA screening, I don't I prefer the deft touch.
I managed to get 6 successes.
Six
with
successes.
A blood surge. That was successful.
So 6 successes. You don't find much on her. You find that she has a couple of pens in her pocket, and she had a purse like on her, like just like a little satchel, a crossbody satchel that had like a little notebook in it, and and you also find her cell phone. It's a very simple Nokia flip phone. Nothing fancy about it.
Oh, Jesus, far. Okay, thank God. Leaf just kind of like tosses that a little bit in Wally's direction. Just
Yes, thank you.
towards Wally.
Wally catches it very quickly.
I am visible.
Yes, you are. Where was I before the pat down?
Aisha had asked if we had all 3,
Yes.
or
Okay.
the other 2 handmaidens, and then Emmerich offered if she played along and it was cooperative.
Right. I remember. You're the Tremia, right?
That's correct, and I don't appreciate you playing with my people.
You play with your people.
They're my people, though.
Fair. She'll take that information, and then she'll look to you, Leaf. You're the Lasombra, right?
I am what I am. What of it?
Last I heard, you weren't exactly a fan of him, and she glances at Emmerich. I could tell you where she is, the one that upset the 2 of you. I know exactly what room she's in that chantry.
I'm gonna be honest. Leaf needs to make a composure check, otherwise her oblivion's gonna skyrocket out of control right now in this moment.
Go ahead and give me a composure and resolve roll.
Safe to assume that she means, what was her name, Silverberry?
Ramona.
Yes.
The only 2 things that came up on my dice pool of 5. 2 messy crits.
So you got 4 with a messy crit. Okay.
Yep, those are the only things that popped up right now on my dice.
Roll a d10 for me. The one with the numbers on it.
I rolled a 3.
A 3.
Let's just make it a 10 for funsies. Let's just make it a crit. No, I'm just kidding.
No, it's to determine what your compulsion is.
Yeah.
I lost the page.
No.
I need to just make a printout of that and just paste it to my wall for storytelling.
Yes, you really do. This book is. Okay. I will make this very clear. I love Vampire the Masquerade. I love it so much. I love storytelling Vampire the Masquerade. I love playing Vampire the Masquerade. The book, though, is so poorly edited. I'm sorry. I love you. I love you, folks over at WAD, but you need to organize it better. Get a type A person in your editing team. They will do wonders for you. Compulsions are on page.
There's a type A person listening right now on the editing team who's so mad at you right now.
I don't care. 208. Okay, 3. You got the hunger compulsion, Leaf. So go ahead and go up a level of hunger.
The universe wants me to become the ultimate somber princess in this moment because that brings me up to 5 hunger.
And you will probably do anything to slake your hunger in this moment.
Oh god, you're gonna kill Emmerich.
But the question is, who do you want to slake your hunger on? There's
Emmerich's too far away.
There's a room full of kindred in this room right now. And as you know,
the weakest person.
Kindred have very tasty blood.
I'm afraid of asking questions
But yeah, as she's when she states this fact to you, Leaf, how do you respond?
My Leaf's immediate response was just a momentary lapse in control fully. Like, I just imagined her oblivion just like skyrocketing and like subconsciously activating Shadowcast, and just like that moment of just pure fucking Lasamba righteous fury in that moment. And now with the hunger compulsion added into it, she would have immediately lashed out. She would just there wouldn't have been like strategic thinking about it. It depends on who is closer to her mouth, specifically Sean or Aisha.
That they are equidistant. It would be the same amount of, it would be the same basically. So we're going to leave this to the dice. Leaf, high or low? If you roll, okay. So high will be if you roll high. So if you roll 6 or higher, you will hit Aisha. If you roll 5 or lower, you will bite Sean. In the beta chat, that is a 1.
Boy, keep your fuck off, you spooky bitch.
So all of you see the shadows around Leaf begin to pulse almost in tune with a heartbeat if she were to have one. They flick and they thrum, pulse. They start spreading a little further out from her, and you see her fangs elongate without her being aware of them. Her eyes, her pupils dilating to an almost predatory pitch black. And Sean, you're shocked, I will say, when all of a sudden your ally's fangs sink into your arm that are holding Aisha. The rest of you see Leaf's fangs embed themselves in Sean's arm. So first, Leaf, you are under hunger compulsion. You are going to feed. Sean, what is your intention?
Is she at an angle where I can kick her away, or?
I will say that you and Aisha basically you sat yourself up and basically are sitting now with your arms and legs pretty much wrapped around Aisha so she doesn't move, and she's kind of like sitting like basically between your legs. So I would say that yes, you are in a position to kick if you would like to kick.
Yes, I'm going to try to kick out at her.
All right, so that will be a strength and brawl, and Leaf, to withstand the kick, I would like you to give me a stamina and athletics.
My prowess is still activated,
yes,
right?
Your prowess is activated for the scene. Now, while they make their rolls, I will ask the rest of you, starting with Emmerich. Emmerich, what are you doing in this moment?
I clearly see that Leaf has bitten Sean.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna look at Lanny, do it now. And the implication being, shoot Leaf.
Shoot or
she
stake?
Shoot. To be more effective than staking, but to be fine.
All right. Go ahead and roll for Lanny her composure and firearms.
What did you have me roll again? Stamina and what?
Stamina and athletics. You're basically trying to withstand the kick. Holy shit! Sean, the dice really like you tonight.
Question.
Yes, they do.
Yes, Wex.
In this scenario, does quick draw come into play?
She already had her gun out, so no.
Okay.
Parker, what is your intention in this moment?
Parker's first instinct would be to try to pull Leaf away, but Parker does not want to get any closer to those shadows. So I think Parker is going to try to grab Aisha, so Sean can try to get himself away.
All right, so it's give me a strength and brawl as well to yank Aisha away from Sean so he can better deal with this situation.
Can I activate Potence to do that?
Yes, you can. You're activating prowess?
Yes.
Okay.
And I pass my rouse check.
Awesome. So yeah, you can add your potence rating to this roll. Wally, what are you doing in this moment?
I have no fucking clue.
You have her phone.
I have her phone, so maybe try and check the messages, see who she was talking to.
Yes.
Like,
All right.
What are other sorts of communications? Because, okay, she might have premonition, but so far she hasn't shown herself to be a telepath.
So go ahead and give me a wits and investigation for her phone.
Okay.
That is a good
I am
pool
afraid
for
of blood surging right now.
That is fair.
So, yes, I think I'm gonna get to it.
All right, I see what...
I have one more thing I wanted to do.
Yes, what is your thing that you want to do?
Given that I don't know there's a hunger frenzy happening, and I'm just assuming Leaf is Lasombreing or betraying us because, he doesn't trust Leaf at all, I'm going to use Extinguish Vitae on Leaf.
Oh, boy. Okay.
What? You're gonna what?
Extinguish Vitae.
He's gonna ump up your hunger until
Yeah.
you torpor.
That's, the Tremere are gross. They can they can make a kindred hungrier.
I hope you fail horrifically.
All right,
You're
Leaf.
blinding my clanmate. I hope he succeeds.
Leaf, go ahead and give me a stamina and composure, and Wex, go give me a intelligence and blood sorcery.
Okay, and can I blood search this?
Yes.
Since this is
All
this
right.
technically PvP?
This is PvP, so you do have to use the dice bot.
Okay, let's see if I do this right.
I am not hungrier. Even though my dice said I was going to be hungrier, but the bot says I'm not, so I'm going to go with that one. So you said intelligence and blood sorcery?
Intelligence and blood sorcery, and then Leaf has to do stamina and composure.
Ow. But I'm going to willpower this one. That's still not very good. Look at that pool!
Holy
After
shit.
hours, only 3 successes. Wow.
Holy shit.
All
Holy
right.
shit. Holy shit. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on anymore, guys.
So,
It's okay.
all right, so, first off, Parker, what did you get?
About 5 successes.
5 successes. Awesome. All right, and Wally, what did you get?
5.
5 successes. All right. So Parker, you managed to wrench Aisha out of Sean's arms so he can better focus on getting Leaf off of him. And Leaf, you managed to sink your fangs into Sean's arm, which Sean, that did do 1 point of aggravated damage. Her bite. But you do, before she's able to draw any blood from you, you are able to very effectively kick her back so far that she hits the pews. She crashes back into the pews behind her, taking one superficial damage from impact. Actually, no, hang on. Let's see. What did you get on your stamina and what did you get on your stamina and athletics, Leaf?
For the roll against Sean, well, I kind of messed up with that because I rolled my regular dice and then I realized that this was PvP.
Okay,
so
go ahead
my
and roll again. Roll again.
Shit. Okay.
Roll in the dice bot.
Okay, so it was stamina and what again?
And athletics.
Oh no.
Okay. So,
Why is this happening now?
So, Emmerich, you watch as Leaf flies back, taking, let's see, 2, and then he got 6 halved. 3 superficial damage. You take 3 superficial damage from impact, Leaf. From the kick and from impact. So, and Emmerich, you're attempting to do the blood sorcery, but you don't know what it is. You haven't really dealt much with combating the La Sombra before in your life. And you rarely have used blood sorcery in a combat situation. You tend to avoid combat if you can. So
yeah, but I've used Extinguish Vitae a couple times.
You have. But
yes.
You attempt, and you don't know what it is. Maybe it's her oblivion. It's the strength of her shadows. But something is protecting her and not allowing your blood magic to go through.
Okay.
And Wally, as the commotion is happening, happening around you, you have kind of just checked out. This isn't your problem. You are trying to get as many clues as possible, so that way you can better effectively do your job. And your best job is to investigate. You're good at research and investigation. So you're while they're all tossing each other around, you're scrolling through her phone just like against the wall, ignoring everything happening around you for the most part. In a very comedic fashion, honestly, is how I view it.
I mean, it does check.
But you go through and you see that her last text message was to a phone number that you recognize, saying that basically states, if you do not hear from me with the phrase by midnight, install the virus. And the number is for Scott.
Fantastic.
What the fuck?
Now, Leaf, as you hit the pews.
Wait, what is the time?
It is currently, you guys started early, so it's about 10 p.m. You have 2 hours.
Okay, Jesus Christ. For a moment, I was like, okay, we have 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's 10 p.m. You have time.
I just realized something that can happen here. Oh, no.
So, Leaf, you feel the impact of the pews behind you. They shatter beneath you. You basically turn this pew into splinters. And as you are rising up, you feel your beast begin to growl in your mind. Go ahead and give me a composure and resolve check.
On my own dice or in the chat?
In the chat.
Oh no.
Why did you have to go for the steak, though?
Everyone loves a good steak, right? medium rare, delicious.
Yeah, it's Leaf's go-to. She got the first one easily enough, so now she has a confidence about it.
Nice Fool says that's not gonna happen again.
I love that our Bruja has PTSD about shadows.
I love it. She's scared of them. It's okay. That's understandable.
No, fucking Christ, no.
What is
Make
it? Let
it
me
stop.
let me see.
Make it,
Hit. Wow.
make
Okay.
it stop. Make it
Leaf.
stop.
You're going to frenzy. You are going.
Oh.
You
Was
are
it a
now.
beast failure?
It is a bestial failure. Leaf.
2 times in a row.
I am now assuming control of you as a player. I am now consuming control of your character.
Go after Emmerich. Go after Emmerich. Go after Emmerich and fucking do the
I'm not
do
done.
The worksheet.
Wally,
No, don't do it.
roll a d10 for me. Oh, not Wally. Sean, roll a d10
What?
for me. Sean, roll a d10 for me.
I know I'm
Do I roll it out of in the bot thing?
Yeah, just roll. Yeah, just roll a d10. Just do /v roll
Rouse
and then
check.
roll 1 dice.
Or
No,
yeah.
not the rouse check. Not the rouse check.
Doesn't the rouse check also? Oh yeah, that tracks definitely.
Yeah, that tracks. I do it because I do the rouse check because it doesn't track for me because the tracker doesn't like me.
Alright.
1 success.
Oh,
Wally,
Jesus.
not Wally. Sean.
Oh, wait, one success? What was the number is the question? 'Cause
Oh,
you're looking for...
yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
10.
Ten.
Hungry
Oh, 10.
Oh,
Okay, 10.
Oh, well, wait a minute. What's going on here?
10. Oh my god. I was on the page and I lost it again, guys. Index. Oh, I passed the index. 10. Compulsions are in 2. Oh, wait, I was on the page. Okay, I was very close. I was just 1 off. So your clan compulsion kicks in once more. As you know that this is out of character for Leaf. She's not one to just attack. She's not one to just attack for no reason. And she just attacked you for no reason. So your clan compulsion to know why. You want to know why she attacked you. This is a secret you must uncover. This is knowledge you must know. But
You meant me or Sean?
Sean, I meant Sean.
Okay.
Sorry. It's too tall, Nas. I'm a Toreador. You all look alike. I'm sorry.
That was very
Toreador.
rude.
I
That
love
was
you. I love
very
you all.
rude.
I love you all. No, I'm kidding.
Love you too.
I'm gonna hack your phone.
Okay. Okay. So Leaf Fangs Baird begins to launch herself at Sean. Leaf, knowing the information about frenzying, did you want to spend a point of willpower to regain control of yourself for the turn?
I would like to spend a point of willpower to regain control of myself for the turn, like just before I go to leap, if
Okay.
that is an option.
Yes, that is an option. So you urge the beast. It's like a mental. It's like a mental battle. You rein back your beast momentarily and are able to have a brief moment of yourself in this right now in this space and time. You all see that she was about to launch herself at Sean, but stopped. Leaf, what do you do?
Leaf is she's gonna be like crossing her arms and like ripping her nails into the sides of her arms, just trying to like physically fight her beast from moving her body for her. And she's gonna look at everybody and be like, I need to eat. I can't let it out. We can't let it out. We can't let it gain control. I need to eat. Somebody help me. I can't move. If I move, we're fucked.
Parker would put her arm out the same way that Leaf did for her when she frenzied.
You hold your arm. Okay. Leaf, you have an arm.
Leaf,
Sean, then.
Leaf is
wait,
going
wait,
to...
1 second. What did you say, Wally?
If Parker is giving her arm out, so Leaf can give Aisha back to Sean. Because you were holding Aisha.
I am holding Aisha.
So
So I'm holding her with one hand and holding the other hand out to Leaf.
All right,
If
so
Sean is
back to
taking
Sean.
her, then he can take her. But
Sean, you do learn. She does say, "Go ahead and give me a wits and insight because you are currently under clan compulsion." So, finding out why
Did he get his answer when she talked?
she didn't give him a direct answer on she's frenzying. That's why I'm having him make the wits and insight.
Fair enough.
Oh, come on, buddy. You can do that.
It's not going to be a high DC.
Oh, it was an all hunger roll, and I got 1 success.
1 success, I'll
Jesus.
say, is enough.
Thank you.
Sean, you haven't seen it happen a lot, but you were warned by your sire that sometimes when the hunger becomes too great and your beast can take control and you lose basically control of yourself. And the beast essentially drives your body for you until it is sated. You are confident that Leaf is currently in the throes of frenzy and has no whatever control she has over herself right now is paper thin and probably not going to last much longer. Parker seems to be going to offer her wrist, but is struggling to hold Aisha in the moment. What do you do?
Okay, considering I'm at 5 hunger myself, I do not want her to bite me. However, I believe I might have an extra bag, but I don't know if it is close enough for me to go grab it and come back in time.
It will
So,
not. You will not have time. No.
So I'm gonna go ahead and trust Chomper and grab Aisha.
All right. Go ahead and give me a strength and brawl to grab her. You still have prowess. Emmerich, what are you doing? You've heard what Leaf has said.
Yeah. Still bit Sean though. I'm gonna probably head over to Sean to help restrain Aisha and gesture for Lanny to follow.
Right.
And
Lanny will
probably
follow.
have her actually do the restraining. I will be supervising the restraining.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So Sean, go ahead and take another dice for a die for restraining Aisha.
All right. So do you want me to re-roll? Because I got 6
No,
successes.
just roll an additional dice. No, with 6 successes already, she's tight. She's held down.
So I got 7 successes this time.
She's locked down good. She ain't moving. Wally, what are you doing in this moment?
I am going to clear my throat. As y'all apparently have stopped roughhousing, and Jesus, can you not talk like human beings? What have you done to Scott? And I'm going to ask Aisha.
All right.
Oh no.
Parker, you hear Wally ask Aisha what she's done to Scott as you are extending your wrist towards Leaf. You have a moment to react. What do you do? Do you can keep going or do you stop?
I keep going, but I kind of whip my head around, so I'm looking at Aisha
Leaf.
instead of Leaf.
Leaf.
What do you mean did to Scott?
Leaf. A wrist has
Yes.
been extended to you.
I using the very last fragments of the control that I have on myself in this moment, I look at Parker and with the softest, most genuinely caring eyes I can muster in the moment, I say, I will be as gentle as I possibly can, and I am so sorry. And then I will take her wrist and bite him.
You lose control as soon as that vitae hits your tongue. You will not stop unless Parker forces you to stop. So, first round. Sean and Lanny have restrained Aisha. She has not struggling anymore in your grasp. Parker, Leaf has taken 1 hunger. Leaf, go down 1 hunger. Do you continue to let her feed?
I continue to allow it.
All right. Emmerich, what are you doing in this moment? You and Wally can each ask 1 question of Aisha.
I'm gonna bend down right in front of her, stare her in the eyes. As soon as I get anything close to a gaze, I'm gonna say, "Where is the virus? Tell me where it is." And I'm going to. That would tell me where the virus is. Would be a command that.
Correct.
Mariah would, okay, yeah.
So go ahead and give me your rouse check.
All right. Oh, now I'm at 3 hunger. At least I'm not frenzying. It's fine.
Mesmerize to resist is intelligence and resolve, right?
Yes, probably a good pull for her too. It's okay. And it's manipulation and dominate from this. Is that right?
Manipulation and dominate, yes. And you're right, this is a good pool for her.
Good pull for me too. So I mean.
Intelligence and resolve. Yes, this is it.
Well, I have 6 successes with the crit.
She got 3 successes with bestial failure. She gets 1 point hungrier. And you look at her, she tries to resist. You feel her try to push back, but you ultimately knock down that mental barrier. And she simply states, with Scott.
Right.
Wally, Wally, what do you ask? You asked Aisha, what have you done with Scott? And she simply looks at you defiantly. Says, maybe if you let me go and we could talk like civilized folk, I'll tell you.
Honestly, I have not been doing nothing but talking to you like civilized folks. You can still talk to me.
Me too. I've been talking just fine.
She's giving a pointed look at the arms around her.
Yeah, that's not gonna change.
I mean, he's still civilized. He's not groping you or anything. He's just keeping you safe. And I mean, after you saw what happened and he's gonna nod his head at Leaf, I think you're better safe with him.
Round 2. Leaf, you take another, go down another hunger. By the way, I forgot to ask you, Parker, can you go ahead and give me a rouse check from the first round?
I was gonna ask about that.
Yep, I forgot, and I just remembered.
Oh dear, they're gonna eat each other. It's gonna be fantastic. Terrible.
That's not gonna happen.
So what happened is they diablerized each other, Prince, and we didn't have anything to do with any of it.
Did you want me to use the bot?
You can use your regular dice for a rouse check. That's fine.
Okay, I got pass. I
Okay.
succeeded.
So second round, go ahead and give me another rouse check.
That's a 10. I succeeded again.
All right. She's taken 2 hunger from you. Do you continue to let her feed?
I'm fine. I'm fine now. I'm fine.
Are you? I don't think you're out of frenzy yet, are you?
You're not out of frenzy. You're not. You don't leave.
sure.
You don't leave frenzy, Leaf, until you are fully sated or torpored.
Oh no.
You will
So
not
do I-
stop.
Does my hunger increase each time? Or no, because I passed?
You passed your rouse check, so no, it did not increase. But she is taking a lot of your blood.
Jeez.
Oh, by the way, when she bit you, you did take a point of aggravated damage. If she gets to the point where she goes to 0 hunger, there will be a series of rolls that happens.
I'm very familiar with those rolls.
Mm-hmm.
So she will continue to frenzy until she gets to 0.
Or
is
until
torped.
she is torpored.
We could always do a switch of people.
Does Parker know this?
Parker does not know that. You are brand new. I'm not even going to have you roll for it. You don't know what Diablerie is.
Then Parker would continue to let her feed.
Well,
No.
Oh god, she's gonna diabolize the baby. Yes. How are we
Oh
gonna
my God.
explain that to Scott?
So,
what,
hang on. Aisha will look to Sean in that moment and say, you know, she's going to kill her, right? Let me go or else the little one's going to die.
Sean's gonna call out to Parker, tell her, make her stop, or she's, gonna, kill you.
Torpor her now. And he's gonna look at Lanny. Take
Okay.
the shot.
Lanny is going... Okay, so Leaf can't resist because she is in the midst of feeding, so the difficulty is 1.
Is
Wax.
this a quick draw? I'm assuming.
This is not a quick draw. This is a strength and brawl. This is a called shot for her heart.
Oh, we're staking, not shooting.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
I will cry.
Cause she's just got Lanny's not is maybe the himbo, but she knows that even if you shoot the kindred, she will continue to feed.
Shoot him enough, it's fine.
I know,
alright.
but she might kill Parker before that happens.
That's fair. It's strength and brawl, yeah?
Strength and brawl. She needs 6 successes to be able to stake her.
It's unlikely, but you never know. Nope.
All right. Lanny
Oh.
tries to stake, but the shadows basically reinforce her body. Parker, Leaf, go down 1 more hunger. Parker, rouse, please. You have heard Sean now say that if she keeps going, she's going to kill you.
That was another success.
Okay.
I'm still at 1 hunger, guys. I don't know how this is happening.
Bruja resilience, that's how. But you do now have the information that if Leaf keeps going, you will die.
I do have a question. Is there, could I see if there's, anything around where I can freaking tie Aisha up? Just
Go.
at least temporary enough where I can try to stop Leaf?
What's an awareness?
I will try to break away.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a strength and brawl or strength and athletics. And you can add your prowess to it. It depends if you're just trying to just yank it out or punch her off.
Oh, fuck me. Fuck.
Are you
I
okay?
just got a feel failure.
Oh no.
Bestial failure?
Mm-hmm.
I will.
I love this.
I'm just gonna ignore it. It's a wits and awareness. I don't see the point in doing bestial failures for just a perception check. Personally.
Okay, so 0 successes.
You don't see anything.
I got 4 to try to get her off of me.
Okay, 4. Leaf, can you go ahead and give me a stamina and athletics? Okay.
What if I just threw Aisha at Leaf with the shadows do anything?
Don't do
No,
that.
she's gonna run.
It's safe to assume
Ethan,
she'd
come
bolt.
on.
It's safe to assume she would bolt.
I wish I made Lanny smarter. I wish I made Lanny smarter.
Four. All right. I want each of you to roll one more. Actually, yeah, Parker, you're attempting, and it's basically a stalemate. I'll say that Leaf cannot take another hunger from you this moment because you kind of like you're kind of like shoving your fingers under her, like trying to separate her jaw from your arm. So she's not able to get the suction. She needs to draw blood from you. So I'll say that she can't get a hunger next round, but she has not detached. Her fangs are still deeply embedded into you. So she's still latched on. Emmerich and Wally, what are you doing this round?
I guess Aisha still has a knife in her back, yeah? Or is it like covered by shot at this point? I think it's...
She still has it. You can you can grab it. It's in her back.
Before Emmerich goes, can I ask, what do you need to tell Scott to make him stop?
Yeah, so you're giving Emmerich the information that Scott needs a phrase to stop?
Yes.
All right. So Wally has given you the information that Scott is basically needing a phrase to be able to told to stop.
Fair enough. So I'm gonna walk over, put my hand on the knife, look at Lanny and said, I said shoot her. Just trying to get distance between Parker and Leaf point. And then I'm gonna take the knife in my hand and I'm gonna be like, what do you have to tell him or you will end up torpored? I don't want to do that.
Not a command. Are you mesmerizing her?
No, I'm just saying it at this point. I would not going to mesmerize her. I'm gonna see if she cooperates.
She gives you a deadpan look. Little one's not gonna last much longer.
Not my problem. You are.
Typical Tremere.
Yeah, so you know what I'll do.
I know what you're doing to that girl in the basement.
That's good for you. I don't. Not my problem. Do you want to end up in the basement? Because we can do that too.
Sugar, I already know I'm dead. It's just a matter of how much I screw you all in my death.
There are other ways to get into your head.
Not if I close my eyes. And she just shuts her eyes and smiles.
That was not his implication at all. And he's gonna whisper very quietly into her. Or get you into my head.
You see her stiffen just slightly. Parker, you're holding off Leaf this round. Are you trying to kick her off again?
Yes.
All right, go ahead and give me either a strength and brawl or strength and athletics. You can add your prowess, Leaf, stamina, and athletics.
I'm going to blood surge. I finally get hungrier.
All right. You might be able to do it this round, Parker.
I'm going to use a willpower to reroll.
Oh no.
I got 6.
6. So you feel the tear, the painful tear of flesh as you shove her off, and her fangs are ripped out of your arm. And you can see blood just like covering your arm. It looks nasty. It looks like someone savaged your arm in this moment. But Leaf, you are kicked backwards. You're at 2 hunger now? Or 3?
Yep, 2 hunger. 2 hunger.
2 hunger, but you are not sated. You are still frenzying. Everyone in the room, give me a wits and awareness.
Oh lord, we going.
Not me though, right? Because I'm frenzied.
You are frenzied. You do not get a wits and awareness.
Did the police is going to appear
damage?
here?
You take one. I'll say you take 1 more ag damage from the fangs.
I'm just waiting for somebody to show up that's supposed to be watching me.
Honestly, if Parker had failed again, I'd be like, we're using boot and rally for that because I can't keep doing this. Oh, I got 3 successes for mine.
3, 4,
I got 1.
1. Sean, what did you get?
A 1.
A 1? Okay. I'll say even a 1 is enough. You don't understand the connotation, but for Sean and Parker, you see you see all the lights in the church suddenly burst.
Oh shit, it's Slenderman!
The lights burst in every light bulb in the church bursts and shatters, just exploding one right after the other. You see darkness creeping closer and closer. You don't understand what's happening. Emmerich and Wally, you can see that these are not normal shadows. They are concentrated. They are pitch black. You cannot see through them as they are drawing closer and closer and centering on Leaf. You watch as shadowy tendrils suddenly spring from the ground, from these shadows, and begin to wrap themselves around Leaf and tighten around her throat and around her mouth. Leaf, go ahead and give me a... Hang on, what is the roll to... It's for Arms of Ahriman. Arms of Ahriman. Go ahead and give me... Add half the users. Oh, okay, they do. All right. Go ahead and just give me a Dex and Athletics check. I'm gonna fix the tracker just because I kind of want to show you guys. Okay. All right.
Is this an in-chat check? Or
No,
can I
you can use
my-
your dice. You can use your dice.
Oh my god, maybe a little bit more luck. Watch, I just jinxed myself. You said dexterity and athletics?
Yeah, dexterity and athletics.
Three successes.
Well, shite.
Leaf, you take... Let's see, 7.
Oh my fucking god.
You take 7 points of superficial damage. As you feel your bones cracking and being crushed beneath the tendrils of oblivion.
Does Lanny still take the shot?
Lanny is...
You
Okay,
have my mentor.
Lanny was going to take the shot. She is too... Hang on, let me see. This does something to mortals specifically. Lanny actually needs to make a check. He's using Stygian Shroud right now.
Yeah.
She needs to make... Oh, she takes 1 superficial damage, actually, while in the shadows.
Okay.
She doesn't even...
Each turn?
Each turn she's in the shadows, so you see her about to take the shot, and then suddenly just, like, gasp in pain and kind of, like, curl into herself, dropping the gun, and she is shaking and shivering. You see her going pale as, like, she is just surrounded by this nothingness. And all of you can also notice that the sound in this room has become muffled. And it's a lot colder than it was. It's almost like you're being suffocated by whatever this power is.
Does Emmerich have any idea what's going on?
Give me anyone who wants to can give me an intelligence and occult.
Yes!
Yeah, that seems
I
good.
was going to say I'm blood surging, but I am a for hunger and I am not wanting to be the next.
I
Leaf,
don't want to be at 4 hunger. So
Leaf, where are you at?
Okay, so before I take that damage, I had 3 superficial damage to my health.
Okay.
And I have 5 total health.
You're in
So,
torpor, then.
Oh god.
so yeah, you're in torpor.
All right.
1 sec.
Leaf.
We'll get to that in just a moment.
It's a 4, Crafty.
So 4. What did
I
you
also
get?
got 4.
4. With 4 successes, you are able to determine that this is Oblivion. This is the most concentrated, powerful Oblivion that you have ever encountered in your life. The Leaf's mother, the things you've seen Leaf do, are child's play compared to the sheer power and dread behind whatever the fuck is casting this. And as you all feel that existential dread, you all feel this insane hopelessness and fear deep within you and your souls. Even your beasts are scared in this moment. But as you watch a white face emerge from the walls of a shadow, tall, thin, towering over Leaf as it crushes her body, and you see her go limp as she falls into torpor.
Fascinating.
Parker is screaming.
Emmerich is going to yank the knife out of her back because, you know, there's no suction on vampires, so it should be fairly easy. And then he's going to like run over to Lanny and be like, "Get out, I'll see you outside."
Lanny is shaking, not wanting to take her eyes off, not wanting to put her back to this individual.
If I have to use mesmerize on her, I will.
But she is listening to you and is starting to like move away, keeping close to the wall. She's not wanting to keep her back, to turn her back to him. So she's just like edging along the wall and to like go towards the exit. You see the blank-faced individual turn its gaze towards the rest of you as the shadows begin to draw themselves away from the rest of you. They're like kind of being sucked back into him. Parker and Emmerich, you have met this individual before at Elysium as he towered over Leaf previously, and you know that he is Hush, the scourge of this city.
Parker stops screaming, but is still backing away.
Does someone recognize him as Slender Man?
You recognize him as Slender Man, yes. I know that
Yeah.
you are, yeah. The Nosferatu in the room sees Slender Man. They are aware that Hush looks like Slenderman, so you have enough city knowledge to know that this is the Scourge, but you didn't realize how much he did indeed look like Slenderman until this very moment.
This is brilliant!
Slender
amazing.
Man is the Scourge.
He
Hi.
slowly turns his head towards you, Wally.
So I have heard great things about you. I am fascinating. Thank you for at least letting me see you in action.
Are you meeting his gaze?
No,
Okay,
I am looking at his shoes.
good.
I'm not that dumb.
He is still holding Leaf within the tendrils of his arms of Ahriman. What do the rest of you do?
Is that like a continuous damage thing? Would we know that?
She's not taking damage anymore.
Okay.
She's just in torpor. He is holding her limply, basically in his shadowy tentacle arms.
Can you keep her safe?
He turns his head slowly to you, Parker.
Parker's not smart enough to look away.
Says nothing. And you see Leaf beginning to, but you do see that the arms of Ahriman are beginning to sink into the floor again. And Leaf is beginning to sink into the shadows with them.
How is Aisha in all this?
Aisha is keeping her head down, her lips shut, and you actually feel her tense in your arms.
I told you it was safer on his arms.
Emmerich
So
is gonna.
Sean,
Go ahead, Sean.
Sean is going to whisper in her ears, going, "You want to go ahead and tell us that code now?"
Go ahead and give me a manipulation and persuasion or intimidation. Actually, intimidation. Intimidation is better because you actually get your bonus as an Nosferatu in intimidation.
We do.
So is that like
Yeah.
an extra dot?
How many dots of ugliness do you have?
How many dots of ugliness?
Yes.
Uh,
Are you ugly or
2.
repulsive?
I'm repulsive.
Okay, so repulsive gets 2 dice, 2 intimidation rolls, and ugly gets 1.
So you said manipulation and intimidation.
Yes.
Three successes.
You hear her despite not needing to breathe, take a shuddering breath. The winds are cooler across the lake in Chicago.
Emmerich is not going to take any chances. He's going to walk over there. Is she not looking at him again still?
She's not looking. She is keeping her gaze fixed to the floor, not because of you, though, but because Hush is here.
I'm going to squat over in front of her while she's being restrained again and, like, put the knife under her chin and, like, try to raise up her gaze and be like, assuming this is your last chance.
I just told him.
Look at me. Don't resist.
She looks at you.
Mesmerize again. Rouse check. Past that. Okay, that's at least something. I'm not gonna go hunger frenzy. And then I'm gonna blood surge this one. I'm still not hungry.
Please no.
All right. Nah, that seems like a ridiculous. 3 successes. I'll burn willpower. It's my last willpower, but I'll burn it anyway.
Okay.
5 successes.
5 successes.
Yeah.
You use Mesmerize. She doesn't resist. She so you asked her to say the code, the phrase?
Okay. What is the passcode that you need to tell Scott?
It needs to be a command.
All right. Tell me the passcode that you would tell Scott in order to make him back down.
This is me. I'm pausing because I'm trying to remember. The winds are cooler over the lake in Chicago.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Are you sure you don't want to be in torpor? This might be easier for you. And Emmer's gonna sort of like whisper that to her. It might be easier for you in that case.
Oi, we still need a hard drive.
The hard drive as well? Where's that? Or does Scott have that? Is that where the virus is?
He's got it.
There we go. You have the hard drive.
So it was with us all the fucking long. I cannot believe that. This wild goose chase.
You've had it for a week.
Yes.
Well, Scott's had it.
We got him when he was feeding in the back. I had Teresa put a fucking submerged directive in his brain.
That was rude of you. Anyway.
Just business.
Somebody gonna go ahead and send that to him?
Is that
from the
supposed to be a text message? Are you supposed to call him?
Don't matter.
Okay, I'm texting it.
and Emmerich is gonna. She looks pretty beat up, right?
She's not looking good, but be mindful the scourge is still there.
I know. I'm not gonna kill her.
Okay.
I'm just gonna torpor her with physical damage. No, maybe I'm not. No. That cloth that was thrown over her.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to take it and wrap it up and into a basically like when you tighten a towel. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
And then sort of see if I can wrap it around her and tie it. Not that it's gonna hold.
It's not long enough to do that, or tie it or to wrap her tightly. But I will say, Sean, give me a Dex and Athletics real quick.
Yeah, because I was gonna ask a question too.
What's your question?
Is she gonna boat?
No.
Basically, if he was to.
Dago.
Sorry about that. if he was to like snap her neck, would that put her in torpor or?
Give me a Dex and Athletics.
Oh god, he's gonna snap her neck? Is that it? Now I got a morbid question.
That doesn't include prowess, does it?
It includes prowess.
Only got 3 successes on that.
3 successes. Okay. So you're holding Aisha, and you suddenly see one of Hush's tendrils moving, lashing in your direction, and you feel it graze your face, and basically slash at your cheek, right under your eye, as the tendril wraps itself around Aisha's neck, and you take 1 point of superficial damage, by the way, but it wraps itself the tendril wraps itself around her neck and starts to pull her closer to Hush.
I am going to release her because Sludger Man can have her.
You watch
that's the job well done then.
You watch as he is yanking, like basically lifting her off the ground, the tendril wrapped around her neck tightly, and you watch as a seam appears on his face, and the face begins to separate and unhinge into a jaw filled with sharp, blackened teeth. And you watch as he starts to lower her body into his maw. The jaw unhinging to proportions you didn't even think possible. And in just a few seconds, Aisha is swallowed by Hush, and the seam shuts as his mouth disappears.
Is Leaf still in the ground, or has she already been absorbed?
Leaf has been absorbed by the shadows by this point.
Oh dear. Okay, he has taken her, not eaten her. Okay, so she might come back one day.
Well, that's. Wally, did you send that message to Sean? We should probably go get Sean and.
Yeah, let's go get Squat.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll let them handle this business, and we'll let you handle your business. We're gonna go stop Sean from doing something terrible to the city. Not Sean.
God.
Sorry, Scott.
He doesn't say anything.
You're shadowed. I'm gonna start leaving and
Yep.
get the hell out of here.
Yes,
With Lanny's
it
gun
has been
and
a
my
pleasure.
knife.
You all step outside. Parker, you can feel the gaze of Slender Man, Hush, on your back as you are leaving. It's almost like a cold creeping on your back. And you don't think that you'll ever not feel it now.
I don't think Parker will ever feel safe again.
You all leave the church minus Leaf. We'll get to her in a little bit. And you climb into the car. What do you do?
Parker's gonna call Scott.
You call Scott.
Seeing your phone, I'm like, if you're calling Scott, do not let him know we know.
You call Scott. Phone rings twice. Hey kiddo, what's up?
Hey, where are you?
Downtown.
Downtown where? We'll come pick you up.
By Elysium.
Perfect. Don't go anywhere.
Yeah, sure. I'll wait here. Lanny starts driving.
Yep.
Do you guys have any conversation on your way there?
Was that like legit Slender Man?
No, that was the scourge. That was the scourge.
Yeah,
Parker?
I mean like. Okay.
Sorry. Go ahead. You know, it's just.
No. That I'm still tripping out over it. No, we're good.
Emmerich sort of like turn around from the front seat, look back at Parker. Never do that again. Never try to feed somebody who's in that state. You will die. I've grown somehow attached to you, and I'd prefer you not die at this point. So just be more careful. If someone's in that state, you have to let them kill a human or put them down temporarily.
She fed me when I frenzied. Why
Yeah,
is
but
this different?
We were there to restrain you. Remember? It was a controlled situation. You lost your control. We made sure that you couldn't do more harm. she was not restrained, and that's my concern. Is when the beast takes over, you should think about that. Like, what would your beast have forced you to do if you were not restrained? And that's what her beast would have forced her to do. I don't want you to die. That's my only concern. Just. I appreciate you being self-sacrificing, but don't actually sacrifice yourself.
I didn't know it was like that. Thank you for warning me.
Honestly, I usually tend to keep myself very, very far away of each other's mouths. But yeah, now you know. But you said that he was in Elysium?
Near Elysium, he said.
So she was going to attack the Elysium?
I don't know.
Apparently.
Didn't Carmen say that she was going to use the pyramid app to attack all the kindred in the city? Maybe from Elysium? I don't know.
Let's find him and grab that thing and get to Carmen. I want to know if she can reverse the things on Oscar's PDF thingy.
For a bite first?
Oh yes, I do.
I will say for brevity that you are all able to feed on your way there and can go down to 1 hunger. I'm not going to make you do the hunting checks. Just you guys find food, are able to feed effectively. You guys eventually make it to the downtown area and pull up around the Fine Arts Museum, and you do see Scott just casually walking along the sidewalk near the park between the Dali Museum and the Fine Arts Museum. He spots your vehicle and starts heading in that direction, and goes to the passenger's side window where Emmerich, you can see him approaching your side.
I roll down the window. Hey, Scott.
What's up? Everything going okay tonight?
No, not really, but I need to get in the car. We need to have a conversation. It's not going to be great, but it's a conversation to have in the car.
He nods and looks a little skeptical, but does get in the car. Gets in, looks around. Where's Leaf?
We ran into Hush, and Leaf tried to eat Parker, but that's not the important part.
You see him immediately look at Parker and start looking her over.
He's mostly fine. Mostly.
I'm fine. I let her. I was trying to help.
Let her what? Feed off?
Later.
Wait, let her feed off of you?
Yeah.
Don't ever fucking let her do that again. I'm gonna explain to you why later, but where is she now?
Hush has her. The more important part is the Toreador we're after.
Why don't you hop in the car? We can talk on.
He already is in the car.
He's already in the car. Yeah. Because I wanted to make sure the car was started, and then nods to Lanny to get moving, so he can't. Wait, guess he's a brutal. He could just jump out if he wanted to.
Parker's got an arm around him, like she's hugging him, but she's also ready to hold him in place if she needs to.
He does have an arm around you too. It's just like thinking that you're just hugging him.
They put a thought in your head or an order do thing. I believe you may not even know it, but you probably have a hard drive.
He already begins reaching into his pocket, pulls it out. That's
the one.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm aware. She's what the shadow lady was able to put it in my head, but not make me think it was my idea. I know that some kindred can do that.
Fair enough.
I was aware, but I couldn't do anything about it.
We're gonna go deliver this to Carmen. Do you want to wait in the car? If that is better, if you wait in the car.
Yeah.
If she called in a boon, we wouldn't want to break the boon, so
yeah.
I'm gonna give it over to her.
Okay.
I grab it.
Okay. No, Scott's holding it in his hand.
Yes, I reach over and I'd be like, "Thank you."
He doesn't let go of it.
Why not?
Because I've seen what you do with information, and I don't think this needs to be copied.
Oh, I'm not gonna copy. Trust me, I have no intention of releasing whatever is in there. I know what is in there. I don't want it. Thank you.
Parker
I just
reaches
think
over
it's
for it.
poetic justice that
Parker?
I handed over to Carmen as she called me a bone breaker.
All right.
Parker reaches for it.
He's still holding on to it. Why are you reaching for it?
Because you're not taking it to Carmen.
Fine.
You're right. That Wally's probably 50-50. He opens the hard drive. No offense, Wally. I just know you well
That's
enough.
very rude.
It's it's true though.
How about
You
this?
absolutely-
No,
How-
I'm
how-
gonna give
how
you a word that I
about-
was not gonna open it.
How about
Fair
this? How about this? Parker holds it until you get to Carmen's, and then Wally can give it to Carmen.
Thank
That's
you.
fine.
All right.
I'm fine.
And he hands it over to Parker.
You're
She's got it
so
in a death grip.
untrustworthy. My God.
I'm not untrustworthy. I just know you, Wally.
Yes, and I told you, I'm not a bone breaker, Emmerich. That's just rude.
I know, but a secret's a secret. I know how you are.
Yes, but it's not
well-
a secret of what is inside of it.
Yeah, I
Is
suppose.
it? I already know
Well-
what is inside of it.
Wally.
I have a copy of both, by the way.
Oh, well, that's why you don't care. You already have a copy.
Yes!
Fair enough. Okay, then.
Lanny begins driving towards the neutral zone.
Yeah.
Yes, Sean.
I was gonna say, let's just drop it, all right?
All right. You guys
You're rude to me.
You guys drive the 25, 30-ish minutes it takes to get to the neutral zone where Denocha is. You can see that it has begun the process of shutting down. As it begins to, as Carmen mentioned, was going to be moving now to the Camarilla section of the city, along with her club. But you do see that the lights are on inside. There's no line tonight, but there is staff within, and you can assume that Carmen is within as well. You guys head inside. Security lets you in, no issue. You notice that one of the ghouls that you generally see is no longer there. Just Jennifer.
Oh, just Jennifer. Okay.
She takes you up to Carmen's office and leads you inside, where she is busy packing up her office and looking a little irritated. What do you do?
Now that they're in the office, Parker will hand the drive to Wally.
Wally, you have the drive.
I am going to put on a face mask
Mm-hmm.
and address Carmen. I hope you have a good evening.
She looks at Wally. I had to let the police arrest one of my ghouls, so not I particularly, but it's fine. Is that my hard drive?
Yes, indeed. And I have already something else for you if you would like.
She
to give your hand.
She tilts her head.
It's useful for you. It's not boon-worthy. It's more useful for you than me. I
And
already
what's-
know what is inside.
What's that?
You want the flash drive with the FBI information so you can try and recuperate your information for your own club or not. I
Tell
can
you
keep it
what.
if it's not worth it.
Well, my club's moving. Different address, so just delete what's on there right now and we'll call it even.
It's corrupted by your Marius virus. I wanted to know if you can uncorrupt it.
No. Marius was designed to literally destroy and then destroy himself. So no, I can't recover anything that he touches. Much like the Prince of Tampa, there are no survivors. He consumes every last drop. And if you don't mind, she holds out her hand for it.
I give her her hard drive.
She takes it, glances over her shoulder at the camera in the corner of her room, and then kind of just ducks her head a little bit before going over to a looks like a small safe, portable safe, and shoving the hard drive in there and locking it. Thank you. I hope to see you at the new De Noche when it opens. Got a new building in the downtown area, south of the neutral zone.
We'll see about that.
She just smirks. Have a nice evening, everyone.
You as well.
All right. You head out, having completed the mission assigned to you by the prince. You caught every single handmaiden, delivered them, and recovered as many of the artifacts as you could, at least the ones of general importance, the ones that were dangerous. You, through the next few days, you are able to collect what Aisha had brought with her, which were Isabel's books and journals. You managed to find things that Vera had left behind in the hotel. Mainly designer dresses. You find the one dress that was mentioned, the one with all of the cities and dates on them.
Any interesting titles on the books?
Not interesting titles so much as it's the journals that are important. A lot of journals of Isabel writing throughout the hundreds of years that she was a kindred.
So no Frankenstein first edition to go with the Dracula.
No Frankenstein first edition. You do see that there is one last passage in one of the journals, though, dated the night she succumbed to the beckoning, simply saying, "I hope they can keep my dream alive. It is not my burden any longer." Leaf, you are drifting, frozen, in darkness. You sustained so much damage that your body fell into torpor. It's not a state that you are used to. You've only been it maybe once throughout your training with Mr. K. And it's not one you enjoy, especially not now, because even in your previous torpor, you weren't surrounded by no sound, no sight, nothing. You are in oblivion right now. Eventually, you don't know how much time has passed, but eventually you do get pulled out. You stand, and you are laying in the same booth at that speakeasy that Hush first brought you to when he spoke with you. He sits across from you. The speakeasy appears to be closed, as if it is shutting down now as well. No red lights, nothing, and he sits across from you, unmasked, and the form you know him as, Montano. He casually leans over, slits his wrist, and some of his vitae falls into your mouth. You feel you are roused from torpor in that moment, as you take another, you go down another level of hunger, and you are out of torpor.
Oh, that's at least 2 from his blood potency.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Well, you can only go down to 1, so.
Oh, fair enough, yeah.
But you are no longer in torpor. You're still heavily injured. Your body is still broken, and you are very much hurt. Montano simply looks at you and waits for you to speak.
As Leaf realizes where she is and sees Montano and kind of realizes that she is still alive, and she doesn't know why, the very first thing that she says is, "I'm sorry."
You do not apologize for your mistakes, you learn from them. What have you learned since we last spoke?
I have learned to ground myself in the humanity around us. But I have also learned that there are some bridges you cannot rebuild after you've burned them. And I have learned how reckless I can be. Truly reckless. And that there are some people, no matter how much I fight for them and promise them hope, that I cannot save, no matter how hard I try.
These are lessons that you must take to heart. You lack discipline and control. We will fix that. You need time away to heal and to re-educate the lessons you have been taught by your sire. You will stay with me until it is time for you to rejoin.
Leaf nods her head as much as she can in her broken state. Okay.
This building will be where you will heal. The kind will not enter as it is closing. You will be brought your meals, and you will be allowed a visitor. And he glances behind you. If you turn your head, for as painful a process as that is, and you see standing by the booth behind you, Teresa, Belladonna.
Blood begins to well up in Leaf's eyes. Why didn't you kill me? As she looks back at Montano. I very nearly succumbed entirely.
Because I still have use for you. There are those that seek me out, and he glances to Belladonna. Those of your blood, and he looks to between the two of you, that would wish me ill in a centuries-long feud. You will begin to fix that. Both of you. But for now, and he stands up and you see him don the facade of Slender Man. And an unnatural voice, it creeps from him, the one you initially heard from him before you knew who he was. You will heal, and you will wait until you are ready to rejoin the city.
Leaf just keeps looking down and nods her head.
You watch as he steps away, a shadow appearing in the wall that he steps through and closes behind him. And that is where we're going to end this season of Mementos. Thank you so much for watching and listening. I've enjoyed telling this story so much, and I hope you look forward to hearing the story told by another storyteller here in the near future. Until then, we will be taking a brief hiatus until the table can once again return and bring you another story from another storyteller. See you again soon. Bye.